Hey, one Annie back. Now, around here, we all love the animes. We love where it comes from, Japan, the land weebs dream of visiting above every other place. But there is something that most know about, but needs more attention on it because it could determine the future of Japanese workers in the anime and manga community, and I'm talking about the overworking problem in Japan. Now, Japan being one of the most technologically advanced places on Earth, it only got that way from it being a hardworking culture. It tends to be very efficient, but with being such a work-oriented place, this leads to most of the time workers not even taking the days off they are told to take, because if you take time off for extended periods of time, you might be seen as a potential danger for your work team's output, and have that looming feeling overhead of not wanting to let your company down. People working in Japan will push their bodies to the limit to make it to work every day, unless they are extremely bedridden sick. But if you're sleep deprived from other days of work or anything else, you will make it to work. In the year 2020, 1,925 people died from overwork, or also known as karoshi, a word made in 1969 that literally means death from overwork. And among the different jobs and industries, the animation industry is one of the most intense I've heard. We all know how anime works on a season-based type of schedule, and when they get going, they come out every week on the same day for their set runtime. But here's the question I want to ask all of you. Should we be more patient for manga chapters and anime seasons and episodes? Instead of episodes coming out every day a week, or a chapter every month, how about an episode every 2 weeks, or a chapter every month and a half? Because if we all just wouldn't freak out about it, because a lot of people freak out about it when you shouldn't. If we waited, we can get better quality for every panel, we can get better quality for the animation, and the artist and the animators could focus more on their health so they can finish the story they put their love and soul into, and we can get an end to the story that we love. Because Japanese animators will work 720 hours in a month, and that comes out to be 8,640 hours a year. That's just to make ends meet. Even normal Japanese work hours are still very high. The normal work hours for Japanese workers tends to be 135 hours a month, and that turns into 1,620 hours a year. So even though it's not the same as the animators, it's still insanely high. But if you take a look at what the animators' work is, you would think they would be getting paid a lot more, and they should for such grueling work hours, but they just don't. But this doesn't just apply for the animators. This also applies to the mangaka, with putting out new chapters either weekly or monthly. I believe newer mangaka tend to be weekly to see if they can keep up with the workflow, but for more well-known authors, I believe it tends to be monthly because they already have a presence with their story and who they are. But monthly or weekly, they're drawing these panels, putting in such fine detail in that time slot. That would make the risk of health trouble shoot way up, but the pay is higher for having to draw the panels out. So it's understandable. Having to figure out how the story's gonna go. If it's an original, going off of what you want it to be going off of, that's gonna be hard to draw. But when it's all said and done, everyone there is pushing themselves to sometimes inhuman levels. And it'd be a nice change to see that worked on, see that they can take more vacation or miss maybe 1 or 2 days of work so they can have better health, a better mental mindset, have a more calming mindset as well. Because losing animators, artists before it's their time is a very sad thing to see, because if they're just starting out and they have amazing work, you want to see where they can go. But if it was someone who already had a presence and they died before they can finish the story they wanted to finish, it's very sad to see a work unfinished. But as anime fans and manga fans, we don't want to see that. We want to see them healthy. We want to see them enjoying what they're doing, not having to worry about super intense time crunches or wanting to take maybe a few days of vacation off. We want to see them just enjoying their work, enjoying life. We want to see their amazing work come to a close, as do they, so they can go on and make other things that we'll enjoy as well. Now, this is a problem that has been talked about a lot, but I just felt like it should have more eyes on it than it already has. Because there's nothing wrong with helping out here and there with a video like this. Because, after all, we all are weebs, and we all love what has come out of the glorious place known as Japan. As always, thank you all for watching. Hit the like, subscribe, the bell, comment, all the good stuff to make this channel grow, because I have some amazing videos coming out soon, and I want to do more amazing things in the future, because I just want to grow. I want to have a good time. I want to meet content creators. I want to do stuff for you guys, because it's fun. Also, check out my Twitter in the link below. But thank you all for watching as always. Get out.